So Sam is super good at finding uses for scraps of parts and things, and he has this piece of conduit that got
I screwed up a bend. Oh, I think it was that one up there going around the house after. No, I don't remember. Anyway.
Somewhere.
I screwed up a bend and I was curious if I could make something that fit there, so I used that bend and it will go there. It'll be a little bit wonky,
Yeah.
but there's still adjustment.
There is still adjustment, yes.
I have no idea how many degrees of bend it is.
It looks very bendy, which is awesome. So, good use of good repurposing of scrap material.
So when I plug in my little tester guy, this one, not the one in the picture, it lights up the two right guys. I don't know if you can see on mine. I tried to, so the back I have not updated, played with, messed with. So too long of either sitting in the sun or something. All these little colors are all faded out. So you can't tell where it's marked. I remember marking it with a black Sharpie, and so this one looks like the two right ones are on, which means open neutral. This one looks like the two right ones are on, which means hot ground reverse, and this one, oh, I wonder if I was highlighting, I don't know what the heck I was doing. Anyway, the correct one is not, like it says only one on the right from my crappy markings with a Sharpie. So I found the picture of the thing on the internet, and looks like the two right ones means it's right. So we'll do that and check those. I'm not GFCI'd. I'm supposed to be. I absolutely hate GFCIs. All they've ever done is annoy me, not help me. Who knows, maybe I'll get shocked and appreciate them one day, but today's not that day. I am undecided on if I'm going to undo my off-white wire for my neutral and tape it with white tape or not. I know it's technically yellow. I just wasn't going to buy a whole nother roll or chunk of wire because I already had this stuff. I'm running 12 gauge to these guys so that they'll technically all support 20 amps. No, those are not 20 amp sockets or plugins. Receptacles is the right word probably. They are 15s, but across all that it'll handle 20 just fine, wire and breaker wise. So I think oh yeah, I was gonna plug in my battery charger. I'm undecided on how much I want to stick a shop vac in there that's running off of that and clean it up. So I might fire up my generator, turn this off, clean up the inside of that so I can button it up so there's no 480 exposed, just to be slightly safe. It is weird for me, but once I do that, I can close these up if I want. It's just 120/208, so not gonna do massive damage. It's just like a house panel versus 480 is a little bit more entertaining. Then I actually have receptacles I can use, but I'm gonna try to hurry and run the conduit today and wire tomorrow and be done, which is highly unlikely because I always seem to think things will be quick and they never are. So I think that's roughly where I'm at. And then, typical Sam planning, I didn't think of having my little normal people voltage panels there, and that conduit that comes out and goes up there for, oh, that's for my lights. I made it to where I could run on the outside and hop above it, and it would be all hunky-dory up there. Well, now it's in the way because I can't run on that side of it, but whatever. That's how I roll. So we'll see where to go there and get one electric hose reel over here. I might try to go out the side. I think I mentioned last time I'm tempted to hop out the top with the 110, but well, we'll see if I can do 190 there without, and come to this face of the post. If I can, then I'm gonna go up there for the electric hose reels that go up there.
Conduit run on top of the truss all the way over there for the outlets, the 110 outlets that are going to go for these hose reels. And it starts over there at the box, goes all the way up over, there's a box right there because there's going to be a hose reel, and then across just the same way that the airline went all the way across, so that we'll have one over there so we can use one on that side of the shop, and if we need to we can make a little pass through and it'll go into the barn side. So what he's doing now is getting ready to run the conduit for the 220 volt outlets, is that right?
What?
You're running the conduit for the 220 volt outlets? But he needs to add a board up here first, so there's a place to anchor the conduit when it comes out of the breaker box. Because code says it has to be anchored within 3 feet. So he is making it so that it'll be up to code. Okay, so you couldn't see all of it, and you've watched us pull wire before, so we're not going to spend a lot of time showing this, but we've got ground and red and black. I don't know what they are. What's the red and the black? Hot and neutral? Too hot. And then, so we pulled them to here, and then we taped 2 more pots to go up this part into the box. So now we have all of this hanging out. So now we need to do, I don't know what we need to do. What do we need to do?
110 to our reels.
Oh, yeah. So then the one, let's see. So I'm thinking it must be these two, and they're gonna go up the post, and one goes that way and one goes that way, and is gonna go across the truss over to that side. So there's gonna be a reel up here, and there's a box, and then there's a box over there that's gonna have a reel. And the one that runs off to the left goes up over there and is gonna go to that box up there for the reel that's already been attached over there. So that's pretty exciting. Don't jinx it.
Yeah, it's only 10.
I know. This wire is 8 gauge, and the 110 is gonna be 12 gauge, which is the same stuff that's down there. Yeah, it's backwards, and I don't know if we can see it, but it says 8 something.
8 AWG. American like wire gauge, I think.
Oh, okay. So this is 12? So that's going to be a lot easier to pull.
Yeah, except we're running a whole poop ton of them.
How many?
We're going to take 3 circuits up there, because we're going to put a 110 in the hay side.
Okay.
At some point.
And a circuit is 3 wires?
2, because you can share a ground with, according to code. So we'll run 1 ground the whole way.
Okay.
It'll drop off at each box.
Okay.
So 1 ground, a hot and a neutral, a hot and a neutral, and a hot and a neutral.
How come? So 7? And what's the most that we pulled for the light switches?
2 runners per switch, so there's 6, a hot, a neutral, and a ground. Those were 14 though. Sorry.
So they're tiny.
So that is 3 phase, and a ground. So same,
Okay.
right?
But
7?
smaller wire?
No, 12s.
Oh, 12s. Okay.
The 480 is 12s.
Okay. Why does it's 208, right? That becomes 220 somehow because magic?
So normal houses are 120, 240,
Okay.
110, 220, depending on what people say. For whatever reason, 208 transformers are very common.
Oh, okay.
And it's 208, 120, so each leg is 120, but because of the 3 phases, you don't get a full 240 off of the 2.
Okay.
Anyway.
Why do you need 2 hots instead of a neutral?
Because the same thing with the 480, you don't have any neutral.
Oh.
It takes 2 hots to make 208 or 240.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay.
Somebody smart would
Okay.
be able to explain it.
All you electricians out there, put it in the comments.
Yeah, all I know is
This is just
the
how it
neutral
is.
is a return path for the 1 leg, and maybe they both are return paths for each other.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a clue.
Okay.
That's just how it works.
Okay.
Just like green's the ground.
That's the only thing I know. I am learning a little bit more, bit by bit. Okay, so what are we doing now? We're running the 110.
Yeah.
So
And might as well. Do we start with the easy one?
of course start with the easy one. Why wouldn't you want to save the hardest for last?
It's like it's always the last place you look type game.
100%.
It'd be easier to feed from there.
I would
obviously,
imagine.
because that would be
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
You need your ladder or the scaffolding.
yeah, I prefer the scaffolding.
Okay.
I don't know if I can. I didn't move the thing last time because I tracked your.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I didn't want to.
Okay.
We'll see if I can get close enough.
Okay, so again, you've seen us run wire, pull wire, whatever. So we'll just show you when it's all done and we'll talk about how bad it was if it was horrible. So stay tuned. So we just made the last wire pull, hopefully ever, in this side of the shop. That was the last 220 that went from the top panel over there, up, across, down to that outlet box over there, and then across to that one over there. So now all that's left is Sam has to wire them up, and we have all of the outlets in here done. Super exciting. Thanks for watching.